So basically, this is where we're gonna have the discussion. I'm gonna have a lot of these pictures shown. I'm gonna have a couple of videos being played in this live. Basically, we're gonna talk about buying houses. I'm not an expert. I'm not a real estate agent, but I will have one on the panel. Just mainly doing some discussions. Talking about buying a house. What are your options? This right here is VA loans. You don't have to necessarily be in the military to get a VA loan. VA loans are pretty much structured, for anybody. But the VA loan purpose, when there is a veteran that wants to get a loan, they have special, loans for them, particularly for veterans. So just because you're not a veteran, that doesn't mean you can't get a VA loan. So getting that understood, that's one of the key things. I think I'm gonna focus too on like banks, banks that you use, things that they have available for you. This one right here, should you buy a home before marriage? We can talk about that. That's a big topic. Sometimes when you get a divorce, you have to end up splitting that house, selling it, or what's in the best interest if you have kids that they need to keep the house and stuff of that nature. Pros and cons of renting, right here, renting versus buying, the pros and cons of that. Like I said, back to pros and cons of renting and buying. This right here that caught me kind of off guard, looking at the point that they says, who says you need 20% down to buy a house? That's the thing that kind of caught me. Then I started looking at the down below. You start seeing the percentages. VA, zero down. Like I said, mainly they get those for veterans. Some people do qualify for it with your credit. Then you have USDA loans. USDA loans are very low. USDA loans are particularly the lowest because you're in a rural area outside of the city, and it's like homestead where you're getting more bang for your buck on the land. The conventional loans, pretty much everybody know, they think it's 20%, and that's because a lot of people with bad credit, can't get those low rates. And of course, we all know FHA, 3.5, and just things to look forward to. Tips on buying homes. We're going to get into that. Once again, this is one of the charts that actually broke down everything as far as the loans process on the conventional side, FHA, veterans loan, USDA loans. So take advantage, do your research when you're buying your home. This is just an example of you buying a home and the percentages out that you would pay, especially for the PMI, and going into that, PMI is a high when you putting down, less, but when you put down more, you pretty much at some points have low PMI or no PMI at all, so we're going to get into that. And the last little, slide up picture I'm going to show is, your option. As far as your down payment, like we talked about in earlier, and a lot of people don't know this. You can get, in the first column right there, say, where can you get the money for your down payment? A gift from a family member, a friend, or a loan. Someone just, giving you money to help you buy a house. You take out a loan, have it savings. A lot of people go in their 401k. A lot of people, if you have your life insurance for a minute, you can borrow money out your life insurance. There's different ways of actually getting your down payment and closing costs if you don't have it available in your account. So we're going to get into all that. And like I said, Saturday, we're going to have the rundown. I think we're going to have the trio again, Dr. Dunbar and Alonzo, and we're going to discuss this. This is one of the main concerns with the rent market going up. Everybody needs to look at the next option and buying a house. So see you soon. Like I say, we here, we gone.